You check your watch maybe 80 times a day. But have you ever thought about how insane it is that we figured out how to measure time at all? This is the story of 5,000 years of humans being obsessed with one question. What time is it? Let's go. It starts in ancient Egypt. Around 3,500 BC, someone figured out that shadows move. Groundbreaking, literally. The sundial was humanity's first timekeeping device. Stick in the ground, shadow moves. Done. Genius? Yes. Useful at night? Absolutely not. So they invented the water clock, or clepsydra. Water drips from one container to another. The level tells you the time. It worked in Egypt, Greece, China, even Rome. For thousands of years, dripping water was state-of-the-art technology. And honestly, for its time, that's kind of impressive. Fast forward to medieval Europe. Around the 1300s, something clicked, literally. Mechanical clocks appeared, powered by falling weights and controlled by an escapement mechanism, a device that releases energy in tiny, regular pulses. That escapement? Still the heart of mechanical watches today. 700 years later, same idea. These clocks were massive, built into church towers. You couldn't exactly carry one in your pocket. Then came the mainspring, a coiled metal spring that stores energy when wound. This changed everything. Clocks could now be small, portable, personal. We went from a building-sized machine to something you could hold in your hand. In about 200 years. Not bad, humans. By the 1500s, pocket watches existed, and they were expensive. Owning one basically screamed, "I have money, and I know it." They weren't very accurate. They could be off by hours. But accuracy wasn't really the point. Status was the point. For 300 years, pocket watches were the standard for anyone who could afford time. Everyone else? Still using the sun. Then trains happened. Suddenly time zones mattered. Schedules mattered. Being accurate mattered. Pocket watches got serious real fast. Railroads basically forced humanity to standardize time. Fun fact, time zones were literally invented because of trains. World War I. Trenches. Chaos. Soldiers needed to coordinate attacks. To the second. Reaching into your pocket while dodging bullets? Not ideal. So they strapped pocket watches to their wrists with leather straps. Simple fix. Revolutionary result. Wristwatches let you check time with one hand without stopping. On the battlefield, that was life or death efficiency. After the war, soldiers came home wearing them, and everyone wanted one. Just like that, wristwatches went from military tool to fashion statement. By the 1920s, wearing a watch on your wrist wasn't just practical, it was cool. The pocket watch was officially done. For decades, mechanical watches ruled. Then, in 1969, Japan dropped a bomb on the entire industry. Seiko released the Astron, the world's first quartz wristwatch, and it was 50 times more accurate than any mechanical watch ever made. How? Instead of springs and gears, a tiny quartz crystal vibrates at exactly 32,768 times per second when electricity passes through it. That vibration drives the time. Switzerland, the watchmaking capital of the world, didn't take it seriously at first. Big mistake. The quartz crisis of the 1970s and 80s wiped out 2/3 of Swiss watchmakers. Tens of thousands of jobs gone, because a crystal was better at their job than they were. Quartz made accurate timekeeping cheap, like really cheap. Suddenly everyone, everywhere, could afford a reliable watch. Timekeeping stopped being a luxury. It became a basic human right. Kind of. Then someone asked, what if instead of hands, we just showed the numbers? Enter the digital watch. The Hamilton Pulsar in 1972 was the first. It looked like something from a sci-fi movie. James Bond wore one. That's all you need to know. Digital watches got cheaper, tougher, and more feature-packed. Casio added calculators, alarms, stopwatches. Your watch was becoming a tiny computer. Spoiler alert, that's exactly where this is going. When smartphones took over in the 2000s, people stopped wearing watches. Why check your wrist when the phone in your pocket has the time plus everything else? Watch sales collapsed. Industry experts said the wristwatch was dead. And they were almost right. Then Apple stepped in. 2014, Tim Cook walks on stage and says, "What if your watch was smarter than your phone?" Apple Watch launched in 2015. It could receive calls, track your heart rate, count your steps, pay for coffee, tell the time, occasionally. But something unexpected happened. The health features turned out to be the killer app. Not notifications, not apps, health. Apple Watch started detecting irregular heartbeats, alerting users to health emergencies. There are documented cases where it literally saved lives. Competitors followed. Samsung, Garmin, Fitbit. Suddenly, the wristwatch wasn't just back. It was more relevant than ever. Today, smartwatch sales are growing faster than almost any category in tech. The industry that was supposedly dead is now worth over $100 billion. From a stick in the sand to a computer on your wrist. 5,000 years, same question, wildly different answers. And here's the thing, we're not done. Neural interfaces, smart implants, augmented reality overlays. The next version of timekeeping might not even be on your wrist. That's a story for another video. If you want to see it, you know what to do. Subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll see you in the next one.